Advantage in all of football. And here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll send Rice in motion. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They go play action with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that'll be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hurts. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Mahomes now to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 2. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The same outcome on 3 straight plays. All runs are 4 yards. The last one gets him a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Milton Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Milton Williams, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And now he's going to dive and be marked down on a play that really turns out bad for this offense. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Over the middle here to Brown.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw again. He shakes him off. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Tighten up defense. After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Looking to throw is MAHOMES. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Throwing now is MAHOMES. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with MAHOMES. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's MAHOMES. Open man right side is Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 5. In motion, the tight end Kelsey. To throw, it's MAHOMES. He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.